Love you, babe. Yo, people, walk. It's your boy Jason Gooner back again with another EPL Preview Show. Yes, it's that time again. The international window is finished. We are back to club football. So you know it's Friday night, people. It's a bit late. What time is it now? 11:30 on the East Coast, people. But the show must go on. The show must go on. We have to continue the EPL preview and prediction show. I know it's late, people. So if you see the video after the fact, just drop your prediction same way. Try to do it before the first match, them, so you're not cheating. We don't want anybody cheating to win. But if you're not here tonight during the show, just make sure to drop your comments in the comment section. Just put all the fixtures. I will tally it up, and then we'll see who win for the week. So big up to everybody that's gonna drop in this evening. I know it's late, but you don't know it's football, so football will have no time. You know what I mean? You just talk football anytime. So it's Jason Gooner TV. We're back again. Please like, share, and subscribe. Don't forget to do that for me. I want to thank everybody that has been tuning into the programs. Your boy has been busy this week. Family stuff, man's whole a trim and beer things, shave off some years off of my life. Yes. And we're back now to drop some more EPL content. Because we've been following and tracking the season. We're going to continue. It's one Arsenal, one Gunners every time. But we give the whole league its time because you don't know. You have to know everything about everything. Players there everywhere. All right. So, the first thing, I want to big up everybody in the building from early out. I want to appreciate everybody in here from now. I'm not even share around the video or anything. So, see if the notification them out or what go on. But I hope people had a good week this week. I had a very productive week, I must say. Got a lot of things accomplished this week. And that's always a good feeling because sometimes the day them can just go and go and go and go and feel like you're not doing what you need to do. But I can definitely say this week was a week where I got things done. So give thanks. Yes, people. So let's first and foremost, it was an international break, so there must have been a lot of things going down with injuries, and these club managers are dreading when they send their players away for international duty. So what we want to do is look at the we want to make sure we take a look at the the key things from the press conferences today. These would be mainly for the games that are playing tomorrow, most of the headlines. So let's see. So I talked to Pep on his future at City. Say him have to decide, not taking a decision. Say his only concern is Wolves right now. So Pep say, don't ask me nothing about when I'm leaving City. Tiki Bergenstein is leaving, so people are kind of doing the maths for all of these things, but I don't know. And if he was approached about the England job, he say it doesn't matter. Tuchel is the manager. I must congratulate him on the FA. It's a big job after 9 years here. I wish the very, very best for him. And the departure of Chiki, part of me is leaving. A friend of mine, an architect who created one of the best teams at Barcelona and here. So definitely one of the brains of the operation for sure. If Kennedy De Bruyne could feature, no chance, not ready. So De Bruyne is out for sure. Akanji was off today. See how he feels. All right, so Akanji is questionable. All right, so now Arteta now with Arsenal. No, Arsenal play tomorrow. City don't play till Sunday actually, but Arsenal play tomorrow. Bukayo Saka's injury is not a serious injury. He's evolving well. He is probably good enough to play with the national team second game. Okay, we have some big tests. All right, so well, that's good news. Gunners fans, Bukayo Saka looked like, if it was really down to a serious game, well, not that. All right, I shouldn't say that. If it was not a Nations League group stage game and a Nations League semi or final, Saka probably would have played. So that's a good sign. Set him up some big tests today. All right, so Saka always find a way to be fit to play, so more than likely you see him play tomorrow. Odegaard's progress not going to be fit for this game. Okay, next week will be a different story. All right, so Arteta already putting it out there that the Liverpool game is on the cards for Odegaard. He needs to clear some markers. Next week will be crucial to understand how close he is. All right, so Arteta seems to think that Odegaard is close next week, so that's good as well. No clean sheets in 3 matches. There's room for improvement there. It's about being very consistent and making sure that we play with a level of urgency, cohesion, and focus in the reaction. In the last few games, especially at home, we have conceded goals that I wasn't very happy with. True. Kai Havertz's chance of playing. He had a few issues, but we've been dealing with that. We have great communication with Germany. If he trains well today, there's a good chance to be fit and available. That's good. That's good. Big up Dancer lately. Swag on. Yeah, man, we're outside. Like an EPL Preview Show. We're going to do some predictions, go through the game them. Yeah, man. If you can win the weekly prediction here, you know ball. Because some decent competitors, Yeah, man, you see still. Drop a like for the video, bro. And a sub. Alright, so Arne Slot, Liverpool. Whether Chelsea or Liverpool's toughest test so far, bigger than Manchester United. So why this reporter have to throw Manchester United in it? A styling thing, If you look at the league table, it is. Alright, so Slot take this. Slot, make sure style them. Man United is a very good team, a top club in England that has spent a lot of money to even make the team better again. Wow. Same for Chelsea in this season. So you don't want to talk about money, What, true you want to spend the money? If you look at the league table, then they are the ones that might be our toughest opponent. Jaja. Alright. Well, I really like him at true word still, but a son away. And a possible return for Alisson. He's for sure not with us in the upcoming weeks. That's clear. Jeez. So that's a blow for him and for us, because I think he did really well this season and did so well for this club for so many years. That's true. Has been playing well this season as well. And key player contracts coming to an end. They'll always be talk about our players. It's a good thing. Everybody wants their contracts to be renewed because that tells me. And I also see this, that they do really well. Okay, so I'm talk about contracts coming to an end for most of the Liverpool players. All right, Unai Emery and Aston Villa, and availability of Onana, McGinn, and Ramsey. I think it's the first time this year we have more or less every player available to play. Only still out is Robin Olsen. So only the backup keeper is out for Aston Villa. So that's a lot of players that Aston Villa have been missing. Looks like they're back and available, so that is good for Aston Villa. And the progress of opponents, Fulham. Last year they competed very well and kept in the middle of the table. This year they're being an option to get into the top 10 and 13 in the top 7 teams. Tomorrow is a very important match because this team is one of the teams I'm analyzing like a rival for us to try to keep a top position in the table. Yo, Emery, you're smart for don't take Fulham light, I think you're right about that. Them find something in the way them playing. Jimenez back to his best. Yeah, man. Decent little team right now. We are excited and motivated for how we can face the different competitions for the next month. On Tuesday, we are playing Champions League and we have to manage, firstly, the match tomorrow and then take the best decision with the players who are playing more minutes than others. Okay. Tyrone Mings return. Kamara and Mings, they are getting better. They are available. They are going to travel with us to Fulham. Okay. It's a long time Mings not playing. Or Kamara as well. Kamara is a decent player in that midfield for them. Even though Tillerman's been playing well this season. Yeah, Villa build a decent squad, you know. When everybody fit. A lot of pieces, a lot of people. Anyhow, and Alexander Isak's chances of playing. Alex has trained and trained well. He trained at the start of this week and looked good. He'll be in contention for the weekend. So, all FPL people, Isak, would you want to wait and see how him look at first? Or you just know, say, yo, Isak have the talent, so just put him on your FPL right away. And Tuchel's appointment as England manager. Okay, them are asking about England job. Yo, the England FA, you know, man. The man, I'm not the FA, but the English pundit them upset that a German get the job, you know. I'm really upset. What do you think about that, honestly? What do you think about a German getting it? hate. Yeah, man. And I word them are throwing at the press conference about, is it the biggest opponent you faced? Bigger than Manchester United? Yo, the man, them not even, you know what I mean? DJ gigs up, you know. Bless. But bro, yo, hate. May I tell you. Straight hate. You're doing them tonight. Yeah, man, we have to do it tonight, man. So yeah, Sasuke Gooner now. One time, and I must this. Yeah, me know. Oh, you sent the pics already? No problem. Me pre. Big up one done from Clarendon. Sure, man. Yeah, man, we outside. EPL Preview Show. You don't know the thing, go. Check, Duke, check. All right. No, Duke, no miss no prediction. I'm serious saying man, they done, you know. Up, Duke. Yeah, we're the adversary though. Yeah, man, tell them to smash the like button, man. See one done, once the one done talking, I have to smash it, you know. All Ike, you have about 17 devices, you know, Ike. Just smash the whole of them. And Tuchel's appointment. To go and see him work at Chelsea. Okay, and what's come from his side? I mean, top gear. Callum Wilson continued absence. Boy, I mean, I tell you, that brother that fit. I mean, injured the whole season up to last year. Train, but with Callum, we'll continue to assess him day by day. When we get him back, go on to keep him back. It's just about making the right call. So him now play for now. Eric Ten Hag. And media reports surrounding his future. The noise is only coming from the media, from you guys. From some of you. So hold on, people. You think a meme attack? Are all of you in the chat? Who or are just the media? Just the media. All right, just the media. From some of you, not all of you, but some of you. All right, so I look, him probably do him eyes like this while I said that to you, I look around the room, bringing up stories, creating fairy tales, making noise, bringing lies. Channel, because I know we are all on one page in this club. I told this before the break. They didn't believe me. Internal in the club, it's quiet. Yo, don't mess with Ten Hag, you know. What you know? And the next few weeks, we have to climb a mountain. A mountain, you know. A mountain enough to climb. That's top football. And sometimes you have to face challenges. Sometimes it goes up, sometimes it goes down. But I'm sure we will make it a success like we did the last 2 seasons. Yo. All right, Ten Hag. And Man United's current 14th place. I think we are in a direction. Underneath, I see good things. Yo, I'm sorry for laugh, people, but may I read this and I imagine the man saying it, you know. And just I imagine him face when he say it to, you know. I see good patterns. I see also good stats that confirm we are in a good direction, but the ranking is not lying. We are where we are and it is not good enough. All right, boss. So, same see some good stats and they're in a good direction. But the ranking, I tell the truth. All right, Mr. Hag. One hug. Yo, this guy is mad, bro. I'm telling you. Yo, you see these quotes, bro? That's why I make sure I put them on the screen, because if I was to just turn on the camera and just talk and say these things to you, you would not believe me. I know it. You'd say, oh, Jason Gooner is lying. He's not telling the truth at all. Yeah, man, Moss is happy about Canada, But Moss, you're still only ranked second, Mexico ranked higher than you, And you're the kings of CONCACAF. I forgot teeth one, Me Africans today say Canada is the king. Canada can't be the kings of CONCACAF without a crown. What did Canada win? They have to win something. Win the Nations League. Win the Gold Cup. Win something. Let's say Canadian World Cup. Yo, if Jamaica made the World Cup, Toronto, if Toronto get a game with Jamaica, that thing ram Jamaicans, Yeah, man, Ten Hag delusional, bro. Ten Hag is delusional, I'm telling you. Yeah, man, real madman, bro. About past season. Which past season? The cup them him talk about what him happy for? And say him is a success and him win. Yo, bro, I'm telling you. 14th United. Reece James nearly back. Bro, that brother. I'll believe it when I see it. Yo, Reece James is like when somebody tell me that a Jamaican player, a potential Jamaican player, getting him passport. That's how I feel about Reece James playing for, like, coming back from injury. It's like it does seem like it will happen, but it's just not gonna happen right now. I see good things. It's either Ten Hag blind or high. Maybe a mixture of both, But that don't go together because them say that's supposed to help your eyesight still. These are all on the Premier League fantasy site. Where? What? What you mean, Moss? Bless up at Chile. What go on? No, say Chile will drop some prediction too. But I don't know if Ike go play. Ike love going like him know, We say Mexico play scared versus Canada now. Yo, take time, Moss. Take time. Take time, Moss. The friendly game is different, Nations League and Gold Cup, we won it before. Yeah, but may I talk no, Moss. When you have this team where going with all them are going, they need to get a CONCACAF trophy now. All right. Go back in a things them. Kieran McKenna now, Ipswich. Twanzebe losing his thumb in a freak domestic accident. What? Household accident. Very, very unfortunate and very, very serious. He was very close to losing his thumb. He's had surgery to repair the tendons in the thumb that was damaged. I think the recovery is going pretty well, but it's a long-term injury. Jano, man probably did carve up some food or something. Yo, get well soon, bro. That is horrible. On the search for a first win this season. Confidence is high at the club. Yeah, man. When you're about to play Everton, you should have some decent confidence, One of your best chance for some points. Republic of Ireland defender O'Shea's availability. Hallgrimson, big defender that, he had an issue in his back against Greece that is having to be assessed. We're going to have to see how that goes over the next couple of days. All right, so anybody who happens to have a cheap Darrow O'Shea on their team, he might not play. Reece James return and how to keep him fit. All right, so Mustard said this now. Him say he's available. Finally, he's back. The solution is to go slowly. Yeah, man. Give him 1 minute in their first 1 minute in their first game, about 7 in the next one, and then about 12, and then the game after that, game about 18, and then see what happens after that. I saw you have to go deal with Reece. Reese's body cannot play, for instance, twice a week. Yes, no. The man need to play about once every 2 weeks. Solutions is that we're going to try and manage him the same way we are doing with Romeo. When last you see Romeo play, people? So what is the plan with Reese? To not play? Yo, do what they do. Yo, have you seen Romeo Lavia play this season? Or am I missing something? I don't know, you know. All the Chelsea fans, them, or if any are here, let me know. Yo, this brother Axel Twanzebe, man, will play for Ipswich Town. Same have a freak accident at home. Jano. Listen, not even once every 2 weeks actually every month. Jano. Yo, so the man will play one game every kind of month. How much a game you play? About 8. I play 2 every week, 4 a week. Probably call it 7. They say 1 every 7 in for play. Jano. They say Carabao Cup, Reese, Gustav for Prem. No, but Gustav for go play enough for the Carabao game, you know, because Reese can't play in a 90 minutes. No time. Yeah, it now go work, you know. And the importance of Sunday's match, I don't think Sunday's game defines where we are. In this moment, we have to be focused on things we need to improve. The Premier League is the best league in the world and the toughest league in the world. True. Well, I guess the best league part is arguable, but I would say it is the toughest. Yeah, I would agree with the toughest part. And Liverpool post Jurgen Klopp, they are doing fantastic. They are very good players, very good manager, very good club. They are continuing, and that is important for them. And potentially losing a staff member to England. I know that one of them has been approached. One of the analysts were quite open for people to take their chances. The other one, Hilario, I heard something, but there's not been an approach yet. We're open-minded to allow people to take chances, and also we're happy to keep people. Jano, so Tommy, Super Tommy have some people at Chelsea where my scoop for England. Yo, Jano. All right, Gary O'Neill with Wolves. Yo, Wolves, you know, I think Wolves should have like more points, bro. I swear. Based on how them go. I mean, them ship a lot of goals in a few games, yes. Can't go around that. But them played decent in a lot of stretches of games, man. Points wise, it's been very bad. We sit here 7 games in with 1 point. There's 2 very tough games coming up in the next 10 days as well. I understand 1 point from 7 isn't good enough, and we need to prove we are better, and that tipping point will come soon. And the reason behind a poor start, if you don't look into the depths of how and why it looks like a disaster, if you do take the time to look into the situation and the fixtures, you'll easily see there's enough there to have a real clear view. We can turn this around. And if you can turn the situation around, I have 100% faith in myself and the playing group to show everyone we can compete at the level. Really confident and really comfortable I can help the group in this moment and turn things around. All right, so the coach saying all the right things. Can he actually prove it? No, that's the question. All right, Ange, no. Man, them same name, Ange Poster, no clue. Jeez. Expressions, I call the man manager that. And why beating West Ham United is important to the fans. I was made very aware of it last year. I know what it means, an important game. Last year we played really well but didn't win at home. Tail of that part of our season a little bit challenging game. They have some fantastic players in the team and a new manager. They're doing things a little bit differently. Sonny is good. He's worked hard these 2 weeks. He's worked really hard. Had a good solid training week and he can't wait to get back out there. He's good to go. All right, so all the Sonny FPL owners, he's good to go, as the man said. And it starts showing Spurs have let a 2-0 lead slip for the 10th time. It's irrelevant. Who cares? It doesn't matter. You say it's 10 times, but it hasn't been 10 times with me. So give me a break. Yo, and said don't throw all them Spurs things for me, brother. I'm only responsible for like 3 of those 10, which is bad enough. I only been there so long. And I don't know if it's 3 people, so it does sound believable, no. But I said better than how much I'm playing now. Right now, every 3 months. Yeah, man, that's true. I said me put it together. Oh, just this week you want it? Yeah. Them always tend to give City a good game, you know. I think Pep even mentioned that in his press conference as well. How some players seems to get injured so regular, and some would say they have the best medical team. Boy, I don't know, you know. I mean, the fixture list is congested, I guess you could say, but I feel like it was always enough games in football, bro. From I can remember. Man, I play midweek and weekend. If you're a big side and you're there in Europe, you know. Up game birds, what going? They say up at Chelsea. Yeah. They ordered more and more massage oil for my sports world. That's too Diddy-ish right now, bro. The baby oil now gonna make it. If Son out for the game against West Ham, I think West Ham could win. Yeah, but it looked like him in. It looked like him in. Based on what Anja said, you know? Cause Anja tell the truth, you know. If the man injured, the man say, yo, he's out. Just bring an next player in. The man in a deal with no mind game business, brother. The man just talk. RR say LFC for life. Alright, RR. Let it be known. Marcos Silva, Fulham. What he's aiming for. He said, my ambition is top. Keep working with this great group of players. Keep making the fans proud. If we keep doing this, we can take this club to the next level. Anderson chances are lining up against Villa. Anderson felt something, but not serious. He will be available to play. That's a good sign for them. Talks with Traore. We didn't lose against City because of Adama. Brother, you can say anything you want to say. We're going to lose because of Adama. The man missed 4. Exactly. We created, and you know, get the whole of the 4 chance him. The same brother who you say didn't cause you to lose. So stop your eyes. He didn't score, but we did work with him to create those scenarios he may experience in the next few games. I had meetings with him and I showed the trust in him. Yeah, man, him just need for, well, I don't even care if him finish it now. But last week or against City, brother, just score 2 of them 4 then, brother. Please. Come on, bro. Iraola. And not respecting Arsenal too much. When you face this kind of opposition, you have to respect them, but maybe not so much. You have to focus on what you can do to hurt them. All right, boss. All right. And Bournemouth's recent shot-shy encounters with the Gunners. They are the team in the last 2 seasons we have created the least against. We haven't been the team we want to be against them. And how to beat them this weekend. We will probably not get the chances we have in the past games. So we have to take them. And we have to win duels against strong defenders. We have to impose ourselves, especially at home, and show we are at this level. It's a challenge for us. You're damn right. Bring your A game, or you're going to get battered. And it's 3-match touchline ban. Espirito Santo get 3 match. Whoa. I'm surprised. It's a big sanction. But there's nothing we can do. It's not for me to judge. My job is to move forward and make sure the coaching staff are ready to help the team. The sanction has been decided. Let's go. Gibbs White. He went out with a lot of pain against Chelsea and is still recovering. He's getting much better, but it's still going to take some time. For now, he's not available against Palace. So, all you Gibbs White FPL owners out of there. Not back yet. Basket 3 match, you know. What do man really say? Oliver Glasner. Possible groin surgery for Wharton. He's ready, but it's the same. We have to manage him. Does not look like it will disappear. We're looking for the right moment, for the right break. As long as he can deal with the pain, we'll try to keep it as is. When it gets worse, maybe you'll need a longer break and surgery. Jano. Rough. Reasons behind Panless winless start. Of course, we're not satisfied with the points. The points are clearly a problem. I think the performances were often better than the points. We are missing a few percentage points to turn the games to our advantage. But the fact is, and we have to be honest with ourselves, that we just did a lot of transfers very, very late. Yes, only 4 on the deadline day. That certainly didn't all go well. What? So what am I saying? Don't like the signing them, or I don't like the timing of them? Probably the timing still, I hope. Player availability, no new injuries. That's a positive. They all came back from their national teams in good shape. All right, so no injury issues there. So as a rundown of basically the main things from the pressers on Friday. So let's jump right into the fixtures now, people. Let's see. Game bird said Brennan Johnson will score again. I don't disagree with that. Saka, let's go. Yeah, man, a theme time again, man. Bukayo, 1-star boy. Big up Conrad. Yeah, go on, bro. Big up yourself, you know. Respect every time, bro. Bless up next up. Where you deal it? Yeah, man, we're outside. Yeah, man, always, bro. Always. I put in the work when we can, man. Him never want to score against City. Brother, it burn me, see, man. Man get some good chance in the game, you know. When I talk about good chance, some good chance, you know. Timber, Saliba. Yo, Saliba. I hope him keep all of whatever over them do to him over France. Really? Because that penalty where Saliba give away, you know, was not a good look. Get that all out him system before him forward back to London. Maybe I should change Nottingham Forest. Oh, see, Mas, that's why you can't rush your predictions, Mas. You have to wait for the Jason Gooner TV preview show. Okay, you would have get this intel, you know, and then you would have, you see me? You know, I'm kind of late with it still, but it's not normally this late. You have to see with me. Bournemouth no fear no side here. Actually, I give them pep talk. Move from us actually. Wolves will score against City. Game birds, I don't doubt it, you know. City, I don't know what wrong with City and them can't work. We can't keep clean sheet. Them worse can't keep clean sheet. Every week, them give up a 1 goal. What kind of result I would prefer for Liverpool v Chelsea this week? I mean, right now, I'd rather the match draw. That would be the best result for me, personally. But I'd rather them just draw the match. I don't really want Liverpool get the next 3 points. I don't really want to see Chelsea get 3 points neither. So, I mean, the two of them can't lose. Because if I had a choice, I just say, the two of them just lose, yeah, man. 0 points for the two of them, but that can't really happen, right? So, the best alternative is 1 for each. You know, both sides drop 2 points. That's the best thing. What you say, can I adjust? Okay. Yeah, man, them not set in stone. Me not read it yet, you know. And you know, I believe you say you put it in the Discord, you can delete the damn message. And it can't. So we never see it still. Yeah, man, work have to put in, man. If you want good, you know you know. You know the thing, man. You know the thing. Yeah, man, two of them can't lose. Doku was giving the Villa left back nightmare in that game. Yeah, because Doku did a play on the right, no? Yeah. Luka Dean. You know, say a long time there pre-say Luka Dean could have played more for France. But him always I get injured and stuff, but him finally get a decent run now with no injury for Villa. So, yeah. Makes sense. Because the one Theo Hernandez, you know, him good enough, but him can't defend, you know. Dean can at least defend a little bit, you know. He's not the greatest defender, but he's a little bit better than at defending than Theo Hernandez. Bless up everyone. Yeah, man. Bless up Francis. AFC to the world. You know the thing said. Chelsea win is best in the long run. All I have to do is predict a Chelsea win for them to drop. Let's say every time you predict Chelsea for win, them drop points. Yeah, I think the last, let me see, week 7, right? You're right. In a Chile, cause look here. Week 7, Chelsea Forest at Chile said 3-1. Well, everybody, to be fair, almost everybody said Chelsea winning at one person, and Nick. And the worst part about it is Nick finished last out of everybody. And him said Chelsea are going to draw, you know. Out of everybody, you know. Big up, cuz. Walk on. Yeah, man, we're there, man. Like a EPL content, you know. English Premier League. You know your cuz love it. Love it so much. We up late and talk about it just to see him. And I did with laugh with the people, them. I predict Spurs get a lead and blow it again. They're good at it. I wouldn't doubt it either. All right. We're not tiring no more people. I got straight down in the game predictions now, people, right now. So let's see. Let's find it. All right, here we go. So here are the fixtures now. So we have first game of the morning, people. Good foreshadowing by Mass Sports World there. Spurs and West Ham from the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium in London, people. So no NFL game Saturday. So Spurs can get a chance for playing at them stadium. All right, so this is the game, people. Check the quick view, you know the thing go. All right, so Spurs in 9th, 10 points. West Ham, 8 points. West Ham, of course, making a move last week. You know, they were on only 5 points, moved up to 8 points, up to 12th. Made a little jump, hopping over some teams in the table. And with another win, they can jump over Spurs now. Now, of course, if you look at last season fixtures, the corresponding fixture, Tottenham, I want to say they blew a lead in this game, you know. They were up 1-0, you know. Yeah, man, no, man. Christian Romero scored early. So, my sports world say it going to happen. It could happen again. Last season, it was Bowen and Ward-Prowse. And then they had a 1-1 draw when West Ham hosted them in April. But of course, if you look at the league table or the league form so far this season, Tottenham with a Tottenham with a 3-2 loss to Brighton before the international window. And this was another game where they had a 2-goal lead and lost. Then they mashed up Manchester United 3-0 at Old Trafford, beat Brentford at home 3-1, lost to Arsenal 1-0. So that was their last 4 games. West Ham 4-1 last week against Ipswich, 1-1, 3-0 against Chelsea they lost, and a 1-1 with Fulham. So both teams kind of not quite hitting the heights this season, hence them being 9th and 12th in the table. But this is the type of game where if they could get a win, maybe could springboard them into a different confidence and feeling and kind of move their season into the right direction. So I think both teams will be looking at this saying, okay, this could be a potential type of turning point. I think more so probably for West Ham, because of course they are away from home, and if they were able to get 3 points here, like they were able to last year, it would definitely give them a lot of confidence. The worry for me with West Ham is what West Ham are we going to get. Last time out when they played Ipswich, I think Mikel Antonio had probably one of his best games, if not his best game this season in terms of just productivity overall. And I thought it was no coincidence that the likes of Kudus and Bowen got goals. I think when Antonio is playing best in this team, those two players flourish. A lot of times Antonio doesn't get the goal or the assist, but his work and his drawing of the attention of the defenders, pulling them out of position and leaving that center forward space open for the others to fill is kind of what makes them kind of potent in attack. I don't think they were getting that kind of just overall gameplay from Antonio earlier in the season. I think he is a bit fitter now. I think it started to show in the last few weeks, even though, last week was the first week when, in fantasy world, it was the first time he had some big productivity. He had a hand in all 4 goals. So, if that form continues, I think West Ham is a much more formidable force. I think the players around him all play better. They all have more space to, get into dangerous areas to finish. So that's one thing to watch is, what kind of form does Antonio bring back home? He did play with Jamaica in the international window. It's not the easiest of trips and travels back. I guess the good thing for Antonio, the game would have been on Monday. So, it's not the worst turnaround in the world. Would have had a lot of recovery time since he's been back. Definitely could have was able to train with the team, I'm sure, for the last few days. So, yeah, he should be good to go. And I don't believe that Fulkrug is back just yet. So, he should be the main man up front. For Spurs, Son is back. So that's a good sign. If you look at the team last week that played against Brighton, they were missing. They pretty much had the back line and the keeper like they always have. Madison Kulusevski and Bentancur. This has been what he's been going with lately. Kind of 2 number 10s basically with Bentancur, who can really play number 8 as well. Can play 6 too. So a very attacking set of midfielders here. And then Werner has been playing. Of course, he would probably be the one to exit the starting lineup and make way for Son. But this is what they have been going with. So, yeah, I think Sonny will be back for this one. So I think that's going to make a big difference. West Ham, I think, will pose problems for Spurs. But in the end, I do give the slight edge to Tottenham in this one, honestly. I was leaning towards a draw, but I'm Spursy, man. It's going to be Spursy, though. All right, since in my head I'm thinking Spurs might win, I have to remember that it is Spurs. So I won't go overboard and say West Ham going to win. I'm just going to say it's going to be Desmond 2, few. That may I say few. Jano, man said the same thing. All right, so I must say few. Bless up, Sean. What go on? Game Bird said 2-2 too. So hold on. Hold on to plan the thing. So I don't know what me they go say. Actually said 2-1 to Spuds. Not Spud them. What? Check the scores again. Hear the man now. Brother, I will take a screenshot of this and tell you. Literally, you had 1, 2, 3 games correct. And 1, you had the correct score. Chelsea and Forest. Every other game you get wrong. You were 3-7, bro. Week 7. Come on, Nick. It's okay, man. Don't make it worse. Don't fight it. Duke said 2-1. Spuds as well. All right, so the first lead we're going to take on Duke and at Chile right there, so. Hold on. So where you going to Liverpool for? Yo, we're not business with Liverpool score yet, man. Stop it. Don't rush the thing. Spurs 2-1 too. Why? Like you want to finish last again, you know? So nobody now give West Ham and Antonio a chance for win, man. I wanna go on so. Yeah, man. One night time them, he'll have a good week. All right, so that's the first game of the day, people. Spurs and West Ham. I'd be shocked if I wake up early enough for that because mans need to get some kind of rest, right? But anyway, the first game that's gonna be in that 10 o'clock window for me, 9 o'clock a yard, 3 o'clock in England is, or is it 3 o'clock? No, yeah, it should be 3. No, it should be 2 o'clock. No, 12:30. Yeah, 3 o'clock. All right, so the first game at 10 listed here. Where is it? Fixtures. Got on my fantasy side, people. Sorry about that. Fulham and Villa. Fulham and Villa at the Cottage, at Craven Cottage. So Fulham and Villa. This is the quick view. So 5th and 8th, people. 5th and 8th. So not many people probably surprised with Villa being in 5th. You know, obviously a Champions League team last season. You know, still probably thought to have a chance to get back to that type of level. They're there, but Fulham might be a surprise to some, where they are in 8th place right now with 11 points. Fulham, of course, losing their last match 3-2 to City. Still feel like they could have got something out of this game. You know, when you look at a lot of the stats, you know, it does favor Fulham, big chances. You know, a lot of the stats basically. Possession at home for City being under 60 is a big deal, I think. You know, basically 58 to 42. They had more shots on target, of course. City did have more shots. But I'm telling you, the quality of the shots that Fulham got were ridiculous. Ridiculous, man. I'm telling you. They need the secondary metrics for you to see. But yeah, Fulham, this was who they started last week. Tete has been starting right back over Castagna, the Belgian international. Tete can't even get a call up for Netherlands, even though he play so good. Calvin Bassey, Anderson. Why them have Iwobi listed as a defender? What was happening in this game that I don't remember? Iwobi was playing right wing back, and Tete was playing more central in defense. Adama Traore, Sander Berge, Andreas Pereira score a wicked goal for Brazil in the window. Lukic and Raul Jimenez score a wicked free kick for Mexico in the window as well, and been scoring in the league. But I do think that, you know, when you look at even the bench strength, you know, you had a Smith Rowe, a Muniz, a Reece Nelson to call, and Harry Wilson didn't even play. Them have Issa Diop, Castagna came on. So yeah, Fulham building a decent little team. I've always liked their manager. I think he tries to play some decent brand of football. And I think players under this manager have improved. When you look at the likes of Anthony Robinson, I think he's a better player now than a few years ago. I think Bassey has improved since coming to Fulham. Iwobi has gotten much more consistent under this manager as well, getting more game time and proving to be a very utility-like player. He can play a lot of different positions on the field. Interested to see if he can make Traore more consistent, because I just feel like he gets into such good positions on the pitch and just tends to not often execute what needs to be done. Just needs a little more. I don't know. He just needs just to be a little more calm. Just needs to calm down a bit more. I think Pereira, like, this season has proven that can play a deeper role in midfield. Didn't think he had that in his game really, but definitely proved me wrong in that regard. And Jimenez, coming back and staking his claim. I would have never thought that Muniz would not be the starter for the most part this season. But that's another thing I have to rate about Silva. Jimenez showed him something in training or in the cup games where he got a game and he gave him the chance in the league, and he's been firing ever since. So, that's an interesting one, but I do think it was the right call because you just cannot deny that Raul Jimenez has just found a new lease on life as far as form. He scored a brilliant goal, as I said, against the USA for Mexico in their friendly just the other day. So, one thing to watch is, does he give any thought to Jimenez traveling? And Muniz probably was there. Obviously he didn't play for Brazil in the international window. Do you think he starts him over the hot player? I personally don't think so. I think if Jimenez pass fit when he comes back from camp with Mexico, he will be the starter. You don't sit a player like that on the bench right now, the form he's in. But then when you look at the opponent on the day for Fulham, Aston Villa, this was their lineup last week. And I think based on what Emery said, we might see some different names. Maybe not, though. He might want to stay with what's been going on lately. But Martinez started. Cash, of course, Kanza had to leave the game. That forced him out of the England setup, I believe, for the international window as well. Luca Dean, who did play for France in the window. Paul Torres, Ross Barkley, Yuri Telemans, Jaden Philogene, Morgan Rogers, and Leon Bailey, who, of course, did not go and play with Jamaica for the window, stayed and tried to nurse his injuries he's been dealing with. And Ali Watkins, of course, started and played for England. Then, of course, you have super sub so far this season and probably in all of Europe. John Duran did score for Colombia off the bench as well in the window. So took his form to his national team as well. He came on, and more than likely you'll see something similar in this next game. Now, I know Emery has been saying in press conferences he's trying to figure out a way and a system to play with both at the same time from the start, because it might be more beneficial to give them more minutes on the park, or as much minutes on the park as you can. But I don't know if this is the week to experiment with that against this Fulham team away from home. So I think the system will be similar. I think it'll be either or. I think Watkins does start. That is the formula right now. Why change it? Very, very interested as a Jamaican fan. Now that we know that Jamaica will be playing the USA next in the quarterfinals. Want to see Leon Bailey, how he's looking in this one. I think if he is fit, he will start. So I think just seeing the explosiveness is what I really want to see. Does he have that burst back or anything similar to it? Is he exerting himself to a point where it looks like he's okay with going full out and all out sprinting and changing direction and bursting, trying to get those first few steps explosive? Is he willing to do those things? Because those are the things that I wasn't seeing from him before this international break. That led me to believe he was injured, and then, of course, the manager and other people have said such. So I'm hopeful that this break was the perfect little thing for him, and he can now, really show the kind of Leon Bailey that I think is in there, the player that we saw for large stretches last season. So for me, this one, Fulham, Aston Villa, tough game. I think out of the international break, some of these games are harder to predict. Players on both teams would have, played with their countries, had traveling. So it's not like one or the other has any advantage there. Let me see. Dang, Fulham and Villa, man. Do I want to? You know what? Villa getting healthy, but I think Fulham, are they going to win though? It's tough. It's a tough one. All right, you know what? I'm telling you, I'm sure I'm probably dropping the predictions already, you know, whoever predict, you know. So I'm gonna say, same thing, you know. This man again, you know. 2-2, you know. Yeah, man, draw, I say. Draws. Oh, the mountains, you there? Yeah, you never there for the first few. True. Fulham 1-1. So Chile agree with the draw. It's a 2-1 Villa. Yo, I'm not trust Villa outside of the park, you know, man. Villa Park alone. Sometimes a damn not being calm in front of goal isn't such a bad thing. Yeah, when they're playing City. 2-1 for Fulham. Where say people need to just believe in Fulham and stop thinking them can't do it, eh? 3-2 Fulham. So game birds believe as well, Mass. Two one Villa. Long time Leon Bailey in a scoring, man. Is it time? Yo, but me no business if him score or assist, brother. Me just want the man to play and run like me know, you know? I want to see Bailey take on people. Me not even business if him lose the ball. I just want to see my, you know? Just let me see the Bailey. Let me see the Bailey style, the Bailey play. That want to see. All right, so Everton Ipswich people. This one is one of them games where if you're either one of these teams, you're saying, yo, this is it. Especially aside like Ipswich. Ipswich don't win a game yet, you know. 4 draw, you know. 4 draw. 3 losses and 4 draws. So they have more positive results than losses. Okay, that's 4 out of 7. They need that win now to just, you know. Say, all right, we're reaching the league now. They're playing Everton now. Everton, I have to take my hats off to them. Somehow, them have 5 points right now. Somehow, people. Somehow, them have 5 points. In their last 3 games, and the last 3 games is where they get all the 5. Yeah, because them draw with Leicester, beat Crystal Palace, draw with Newcastle last week. Good draw for them last week, right? Of course, that Villa game, I think they were up 2-0, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, man, they were up 2-0 and then lose. So, Everton, Ipswich. Last time them play in the league was 2001-02. Let's just see Everton's lineup the last game. I think no, okay, so he came back and was injured again. Pickford, Keane, Tarkowski. Oh gosh, Keane. Worse. Ashley Young, James Garner, Dwight McNeil, Aurel Mangala, NDI, Jack Harrison, Abdullah Doucouré, and Dominic Calvert-Lewin. So I know Evan Ferguson was playing over the international, so he should be back. Better play for Guinea-Bissau. I never know that. So that's the Everton team last week. Branthwaite might be back this week. And this was the Ipswich team that went down. Liam Delap of Gen, proving to be a good goal scorer in this league. Davis Johnson. Hearing rumors that Ben Johnson could be switching his allegiance as well pretty soon, joining up with the Reggae Boys, but more details on that later. Sam Morsi, Wes Burns, Calvin Phillips, Omari Hutchinson. I think he scored for the U21s for England in the break. Liam Delap scoring in the Prem. So yeah, they have, look, Ipswich can go with some different options. They are the home team in this one. The likes of Ogbeni, Smodics, those players could get a run out. Maybe even a Connor Chaplin. So yeah, interesting to see who they start tomorrow. Jack Clark has been getting a nod lately, as well as Hutchinson pretty much always getting a nod in the starting lineup. So let's see what the coach forward with. They need that window. They need to get a 3 points from somewhere soon. And this is a definite opportunity. So I'm going to say because they need it so bad, they're going to get it. So I'm going to go with a solid scrape of a 2-1 for Ipswich. Ipswich get a 3 points. Yeah, man. That may I say. Ipswich get a 3 points, man. He should be playing. So Duke said 1-1. I think I was influenced by having draws already. My same go 1-1. All right. Another great Jamaican Canadian, Ben Johnson. Ashley Old. Yeah, man, for real. 3-1 toughies. And Nick, you ever see the video where it's like Everton's oldest player is Ashley Young, and it have like different names where they really make sense with the name. I can't remember anything but that one right now because that way I think but there was a lot of other ones like that. Kind of hilarious still. That defense, Everton has kept more clean sheets than City in their last 3. Yo, every season Everton have a little stretch where them have clean sheets. Every season. But them always a score 0 in a them same game. They said them get 1 point. Yeah, man. He's at isn't he with Wayne Rooney at where is it? Plymouth? It's Plymouth, right? I know he's wherever Rooney is. I think it's Plymouth. There was a game today too, but it wasn't Plymouth. It was Leeds and Sheffield United, I think. At Chile, say Ipswich 2-1. All right, at Chile. Big up yourself. Must say 1-1. Yeah, man, I get it, man. Why am I influenced by draws? Is that a why? I don't even know. Is that a why? Why? Everything is a why, A 1 letter in your alphabet. Why? Yeah, man, the tallest player is Chris Smalling. Yeah. That same video, Nick. You know the yeah, Roma tallest player is Chris Smalling. Exactly. Yeah, man, everybody seen that video. Yo, Game Birds, how you mean, bro? We can respect the prediction. They too love to the Ipswich Town. How you mean? Clean sheet settings. Yeah, Plymouth Argyle. There it is. That's where Andre Grays. Yeah, man, I didn't know DJ Gigs. Gigs, you know what thing Gigs. From a baller, we're gonna know about it, Oh, Wilshere gone to Norwich to be the manager? That's big. Congratulations, Jack. Jack do him thing with the U18s of Arsenal, and then I think they made move him up to the 21s at one point, I think. Or maybe him just always stay with the 18s, I'm not sure. Yeah, man. Game Bird say, yo, 2-0, you know. Can't rate that Game Bird, your goat feet. I'm gonna say the one fan of mine at the one Nitro. I'm gonna send me the Discord message or the I'm gonna see the video and send them comments. I don't know, because I don't know, and I'm gonna give them a prediction like always, bro. I don't want Dima from where they, you know, man, a dodgy prediction, them, you know. Stream there get some bag of beat, you know. No, we can't see him back, Duke. Man, running away. But him can't run away from himself, people. So I don't know where I run for. Alright, let me see. Fixtures. Alright, so that's the Ipswich Everton game. Now, big. Not even know what to call it. What you call that clash, you know? Man United versus Brentford at Old Trafford. You know, man like Ethan Pinnock might have to empty his pockets when he's leaving the stadium. Might have about 4 players in there. Brentford sitting in 11th and 10 points. 0 goal difference. Man United sitting on 8 points in 14th place, minus 3 goal difference. Last season, corresponding fixture, Manchester United won 2-1. It was actually in October as well. Yeah, so 2-1 last season. Of course, before the window, Aston Villa and Man United played to a goalless draw, while Brentford handled Wolves 5-3. Handled them 5-3. Brentford, of course, you know, if you take a look at this lineup, you know, they do have the long-term absence of Johan Wissa. Brian Mbeumo, of course, still there doing his thing. Last week they went with Shade up front. Do have other options they could go with. You've seen Carvalho play up front in a 2. So they have different options they could potentially use. I do happen to like when Shade does start. I figured he's the most like-for-like replacement for Wissa that could play the same system. But of course, you know, Thomas Frank has multiple ways to play. And pretty much, you know, Brentford can play any of those ways. The backline has been pretty settled so far this season. Vandenberg has gotten a nod lately. Nathan Collins, Ayer have been starting. Of course, Ethan Pinnock mainstay with Flecken in goal. And the midfield is what a lot of times will be changed up. You know, he does tend to use Norgard or Janelt or both. And then you'll have, you know, 3 more creative players in that system, sometimes just 2. And then Boomer joins another player up front. You know, Ben Mee has kind of lost his place, hasn't been able to get back in. Rorslev sometimes can play right back, but looks to be more of a bench option at this point. And everyone else on this particular bench more than likely would be on the bench. I did think that Carvalho would forward and be able to get a bit more game time, but, you know, maybe still learning, you know, Frank's system, how he really wants to play. Got a goal last week late, but, you know, I think he came on pretty late as well. Ended up scoring, you know, soon thereafter. Yeah, he came on in the 77th, so has been, you know, I think he started maybe a game or so, but most of the time been coming off the bench. He may grow more into the team. I thought this would be a perfect opportunity with Wissa out, you know, just give him the chances. But, you know, Thomas Frank has his players, and, you know, Carvalho maybe just hasn't fit into the system yet. Now, of course, this is Manchester United. Last week, they made 2 subs at halftime. Lindelof came on. So did De Ligt for Maguire. Anthony, Xerxes, Casemiro came in. So starting lineup looked like this for Man United. Mazraoui, who has pretty much started every game since he's come over. Harry Maguire started with Johnny Evans and, of course, Dallo at left back. Then you have Bruno Fernandes, Rashford, Eriksen, Garnacho, and Kobe. And then you have Rasmus Højlund. So, yeah, I think Ten Hag has really... I don't think he's pretty much called the right shots in terms of the players. Like, weird decisions in terms of, this player just scored, but we bench him this week, and, just little things that just don't make sense. Even in the games, it's like it's never the player that looks like he's not playing well. Ten Hag will play after player playing well and leave on the player that's not playing so well. And, just little things like that, he seems to do them very frequently. I don't know. Maybe he has this set stuff in his mind. Maybe he's worried about the amount of injuries they had last season and people thinking it's him why they're injured. So he's trying to really watch players, they say that red line where they don't want them to go past. Maybe that's why you're seeing some of the substitution patterns and stuff, because a lot of times they don't make sense based on how the players playing. So Ten Hag, my friend, don't know what you're up to. But Man U hosting Brentford, it's one of those games where I just feel like, Man U need, if ever they needed a result, bro, them cannot lose this game. Brentford, can you do it? Can you do it? Brentford's away form this season hasn't really been the best, if we're being honest. So, I mean, most of their wins and stuff have been at home. Man United, though. How far in the mud are they? This match I got dry, One bag of ties, One all me say, people. Yeah, well, a Jamaican version, yes. What is it? Mid-classico. 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 2-2, Nick said. 2-2. Well, may I agree with the draw. Yeah, man. Them smoked them one time at Old Trafford, brother, with Tony. I think it was like 4-0. 1-0 Man U by Duke. We say only winning their last 5 against Southampton sums up their era. True. Yeah, I don't know. Both of them should be playing right now with the injuries them have, to me. Pinnock is the man. That is true. Actually, say 3-1 Bs. Boy, Chile, rate you. Because I really not going to say like 2-1 or 3-1 Bs, Yeah, and Boomer is worth having. I don't know how I don't have him, I don't know. Like, I just somehow I don't have him. I think I have too many big baller. So I don't have him Boomer. I need to figure out a way to have him Boomer, bro. That's a waste. Like, he's definitely gonna give you points right now. I meant Man United 3, Brent 2. Some madness, surely. So long. It's a heart issue him have. John. Who up top? Højlund or Xerxes? For me right now, I think the way Man U play, Xerxes actually make more sense for start, Because the winger them for Man U don't really cross the ball. The winger them for Man U want to score a goal. And Xerxes are facilitating forward. So to me, Xerxes make more sense. Them man not go down wing for cross ball. Them man they try cut in and score a goal. When say play both, boy, them already don't have no midfield balance and want more forward now. I think that's suicide mass, honestly. Wait, Man United at 3-2. Alright, must say 3-2. We say 10 out. so game birds I get strategic. The man say, yo, 2-1, you know. But they make sure telling us so 10 out can keep him job, you know. Duke say him nah go make it till the end of the show. So Duke I drop him score them. 2-1 Brighton. Overs Duke, you're an old man. 2-0 to the Arsenal. That's probably the best thing you say from night. 3-0 City, one of the worst things you say from night. 2-all Pool. Alright. And then 1-0 Palace. So with the Southampton Leicester game there. Duke, you miss one game, you know. Just so you know. Man said, no Morgan Gibbs White. Palace, me say. Okay, man, change it to 1-1 for the Forest Palace after some extra info. Yeah, bro, that's horrible. That's horrible, man. Man says Xerxes can't even control a ball good. Worse than Anthony. Boy, I don't know if he's worse than Anthony, no. Oh, yeah, you did say 2-all Southampton from a long time. You did. Can't even control a ball good. John O'Star. Yo, Xerxes is a decent baller, man. I'm not saying my world beater, but him not so bad. We say same results, different score. Well, that's a tiebreaker sometime, you know, because we count the correct score them, you know. So, yeah, man, it matters. All right, so where we reach now? Newcastle, Brighton. It's actually a decent little game, you know, 6th and 7th. So, you know, one can make a step up into the table, perhaps top 5-ish, top 4-ish, right? Depending on results, because Liverpool playing Chelsea. So I think Chelsea's on 14 points right now. So they could jump over Chelsea with a win, either one of these teams. Brighton going to one of the toughest places for me to play right now, Newcastle home stadium for them. They drew with City there this season. You know, have had decent results this year, like many of the previous seasons recently. They have had some good results at home. Have Newcastle, so Brighton on the other hand, you know, 3-2 big win over Tottenham. Last 4-2 to Chelsea, 2-all with Nottingham Forest, the 0-all with Ipswich, probably one of their results this season that they probably would want to, you know, get more out of, but, you know, didn't lose the game. And right now they are slightly ahead of Newcastle, just on goal difference, +3 to Newcastle +1. You know, Newcastle have had some injuries issues. I think it has been hampering them and their firepower up front. If you look at Newcastle, you know, they have been having to play Anthony Gordon pretty much through the middle. Harvey Barnes and Murphy have been playing wide. The midfield, you know, pretty much getting all their players back now. So it's looking really, really a good depth in the midfield now. Joelinton, Tonali, and Guimaraes started, but they still had in reserve Joe Willock, Longstaff, you know, decent players that, you know, used to start for them in midfields that were good. and now they're just basically role players, because I would think that this probably is the first choice midfield for Eddie Howe right here. Dan Burn and Shar making a partnership now for a few, a season and a half or so. So getting, very familiar with each other. And you have Trippier and Lewis Hall, Nick Pope back now, fit again. So, I think Newcastle is a team that just need that extra boost now in the attacking roles with the health, and they might be poised to get a decent little run going. As long as they can have decent away form, I think they're gonna always be a candidate to get points at home with that atmosphere, with the team they have right now, especially when they're in full flow. Everybody fit, everybody ready to go, and then you include that crowd atmosphere when they're there. It's very, very tough to play them there. It's definitely a stadium that is, I can say, is hard to play against them in. Fixtures. Well, I keep going away from this, man. Newcastle. And now Brighton. This was their team last week. Now Brighton is a team that, and of course, João Pedro is out. I always just so impressed with how Brighton do them thing as a team, how them recruit, how them get players. Kadioglu, I thought, was a good player in the Euro for Turkey. Hasn't really found his feet yet in the Prem, but I just think he's a talent. Just the fact that they even got him, even if he's a role player, because they already have a Stupinian who has proven to be a good Premier League left back. But they got him in anyway. Veltman, solid, Jorginho Ruta maybe didn't impress so much with Leeds when he was in the Prem the last time with them, but now he's in a different team with Brighton, definitely looking every bit a Premier League player at this point. He's doing his thing, and basically he's getting his opportunity because João Pedro is out. So, one of those things where, Ruta was a big money signing for them, and perhaps they were getting him just thinking, yeah, he might not start every game, but we'll have him. And now he's paying dividends because they have a quality player to replace João Pedro at least. Even if he's not João Pedro, which I don't think he is, but he has his own skill set and his own things he brings to the table that can be effective, and he's showing it so far. Minte, another one, found him. He looks like a decent talent as well. Carlos Baleba playing excellent in midfield for the most part so far this season. Mitoma looks like he's getting back to his best. Not really the production as yet, but if you watch the games with Brighton, he's definitely looking sharp again. Hinselwood, converted right back playing midfield, looks comfortable in there. So he's one to watch as well. And Danny Welbeck, new lease on life, scoring free kicks and all kind of things. So, yeah, I mean, Brighton does have a way of getting the best out of the players. Evan Ferguson, as I said, did play in the international window. So did Viva for Netherlands as well. And Cisa played for Paraguay. Estupiñán played for Ecuador in his qualifiers. So, yeah, it's going to be interesting to see who starts. I think he has a lot of options every week. So it's one of the teams in fantasy I'm kind of scared to get players from. Apart from a few players for Brighton, there's a lot of rotation that I'm seeing with this team. It can easily be, what's his name? Enciso starting, or where's the other guy? Adingra, who I think is injured right now. Easily can be one of them starting. Welbeck, pretty nailed on. He's going to play. He's going to start at 9. I think even when Evan Ferguson is fully fit, I feel like Welbeck could just play with him. He's going to play. Welbeck is just not getting benched. And Verbruggen now is the pretty much nailed on number 1. I know they were doing this thing with Jason Steele where it was a sometimes you, sometimes me. I think that's over now. Even though Verbruggen has not been on the best form, to be honest. He's given away some goals, not very tidy with his feet. So, yeah. Is his game in jeopardy? I don't know. I'm not sure. But Adam Webster, horrible. Last game, it was horrible. 9 minutes alone, the man play, and the man make a mistake in that 9 minutes there. just like the week before. Yeah, but for me, Newcastle Brighton, you know. St. James Park, bro. Telling you, man, that place is serious. Isak back. Even if not from the start, just that boost alone. Yeah, man. So them touch Brighton, you know. That's a 3-1. 3-1 Newcastle. Sorry, Brighton. Atmosphere will kill you. 3-2 Samas. Alright. General, look like my foot just look on the weight name there. Alright, so 2-1. I must look like you beat the Canadian whiskey for true, you know, man. 3-1. Alright, Game Birds will have one. Same. 3-1, me settle. 2-1 say Chile. My Duke say Brighton, you know. What Nick say? 1 Hall. 1 away. We say your brain them a pre. All I hear about all of them. But they are yeah, but them also get Kadioglu too, who's a left back as well. Even though he's a Swiss Army knife, he can play anywhere. Yeah, Isak is back, them say. And Cesar top. Agreed. Alright, next game, Jano. May I move like a the middle of the day star. 1 bag of chattings. And no movements. Alright, so next game. And to be honest, them game I'm not gonna get as much time, you know. I don't know why me I move like this, like say. It's a middle of the day thing me depend. Southampton, Leicester, the last 10 o'clock game at St. Mary's. This one basically should be an interesting matchup. Leicester, 6 points on the table, 15th. Southampton trying to get out of the relegation zone. A 3 points would do well to get them out of there. Good performance against Arsenal for them, I would say. 3-1, they went down, but they had stretches where they did really well against Arsenal. The 3-1 game against Bournemouth had stretches as well in that game. They did decent. In the end, wasn't enough. 1-1 with Ipswich, 3-0 against Man U. And in that game, they had a penalty when it was 0-0. Could have scored and took the lead. Leicester, good win last week against Bournemouth, 1-0. Of course, they had Arsenal 2-0 for long stretches in that game. 1-0 with Everton, 2-0 with Crystal Palace. So Leicester, you know, getting on this draw business for a little bit. Yeah, so last year, well, no, this was 22-23. What is this? This was what, 2 seasons ago when Leicester was in the Prem. When Southampton was in the Prem, sorry. Actually, both of them were in the Prem the same season. So yeah, it was 2-1 Southampton at Leicester, and then this fixture it was 1-0 to Southampton. Boy, Southampton will do anything to get that same result again. I don't believe them going to get it though, people. I just think Leicester have a little more quality. I think they have players that might be on slightly better form. I do think that the defense is picking up steam as well. I think Hermanson has proven to be a decent signing for them. Looks really good in goal this season so far. James Justin, back from injury, had a really tough time for a few years, looks to be fully fit again. Definitely one that keeps improving and looking good. Fast, the Belgian defender, definitely the leader around the back now, settled in with this club. Okoli, the Italian, also there looking like a tower around the back. Definitely young, a bit naive, but has a lot to learn. But I think all the physical traits and skills are there. If he continues to hone his craft, he could be a top defender. Christensen, I think, is underrated as well, the left back. So they have some decent players when you look at them, and then when you think about it as a unit, they play really well together. So I think the defense potentially could keep them in games this season. The midfield, I think the experiment of playing ND a little further forward I don't know if it's over, but lately I think Cooper has been playing more attacking players in those roles further forward. I think Bonanate has been a shrewd bit of business for them. It wasn't the best for a reggae boy Bobby De Cordova Reed, because I think that's kind of the situation and the game that he's taking. Like, AU is there, and yes, he can play wide like Bobby, but I just feel like it just depends on what Cooper wants on the day. If he wants a bit more flair, a bit more of that unpredictability in possession, he's going to play Bonanate, because he might give you that goal-scoring action, that goal-scoring pass or chance. Not that Bobby can't, but I think Bobby is much more of a, ball retention player. If they have a certain game plan that they need to carry out, maybe against one of the tougher teams, I think that's where Bobby might be called upon to start. But let's see. This game is against Southampton, away from home, so I'm not sure what the approach is going to be from Cooper. We do know that Bobby didn't play the second game for Jamaica in Jamaica, so he might not be 100 even to play anyway. But let's see. Steve Cooper has been going with something similar to this for a couple of games. So let's see if this is what it looks like tomorrow. As I said, they have a lot of options, especially in that three behind the striker. When it comes to Fatau, Bobby Reed, Bonanote, they have a lot of players that could play there. Bill Elkanous can play right behind the striker sometimes as well. So have a lot of options. Hudson Edward as well could play one of the roles in and around that area. So a lot of options for Leicester up front, a lot more than they had, right before the window was closed. They went in and got all these attacking players and mash up Bobby Reed chances of game time. Really kill me. And I predicted it, but I was hoping I was wrong. But it did come true. So hopefully Bobby can fight his way into some more minutes. I think it will be helpful for all parties. But for me in this one, I think Southampton still going to have to wait to get the 3 points. But I do think that they do get a draw. So I'm going to say 1-1. Southampton and Leicester going to draw 1-1. That is I'm going with the 1-1, people. 1-1 Southampton and Leicester. Let me see what you guys say. So 2-0 actually set to Leicester. Must say 1-1 as well. 2-1 Leicester. Yep, Brighton on loan. Ridiculous. Yeah, I'm trying to see, is he really good or not? Or him just used to play for City, That more I figure out. Like, is he actually good? Because from what I've seen in him, don't look that good to me, Just look like another one of those players that the English people them not say was good, and then people are saying good, All right, Bournemouth and Arsenal at the Vitality. So Arsenal in third, 17 points, plus 9 goal difference. Bournemouth 13th, 8 points, minus 2 goal difference. Last season, did the double over Bournemouth, made it look really easy as well. The corresponding fixture we gave them 4-0 away. This was the game when they gave Kai Havertz the penalty. Yeah, they gave him the penalty, and from that day, Kai Havertz was an official Gooner, and the man has stopped score since. But yeah, Arsenal, previous 4, we got the draw against Man City, but basically got wins otherwise, beating Tottenham, beating Leicester, and right before the window, beating Southampton 3-1. Bournemouth, had the 1-0 defeat. They beat Southampton 3-1. That was probably their best performance. Liverpool, they lost 3-0 away, and when they hosted Chelsea, they did lose to Chelsea 1-0. That was a late goal from Nkunku. Bournemouth did play well in that game, actually, if I'm being fair. So Bournemouth, I think, on their day can cause some issues. I have said it before. I do have time for a lot of their attacking players, especially even some of their defenders as well. I like the left back Kirkes. Tigza Barney is solid. Senesi has his days where he's solid, but I think he does have a mistake in him. Adam Smith, I think, needs to probably be moved on by now, but they do like his experience back there. They, of course, have Kepa on loan right now. Lewis Cook and Christie, mainstays in the midfield. Sometimes I think to their detriment, because I don't believe that Christie is really fit for so deep in the midfield. I think he makes a lot of challenges and mistakes that puts his team under pressure at times. That's my take on him. But I think all their attacking midfield type players are wide midfield players I really like. Marcus Tavernier, I think, is a really good player. So is Semenyo. I think he's top. I think he's he probably has another level he could probably get to in his career. And I don't know if that's him moving to a bigger club or it's just him being more consistent in the club he's at. But I do think that Semenyo is a really talented kid. Then you have Justin Kluivert, who has taken some time to make a decent... Well, he's always had a decent career, to be fair. He always has a contract and he's moving around. But I think Kluivert is actually putting in some decent play now at this point in his career. And then you have Evan Nielsen, the Brazilian, moved over from Porto, scored a bag of goals over there. Yet to hit those heights in England, but definitely a hard working forward that will cause problems any given day. The bench, Sinister, I think, is a good player off your bench, give you a good impact. I think Enes Unhal also can do something. Dango sometimes gets to start Otara, so he might start tomorrow. But let's see. I think Bournemouth really and truly have nothing to lose. I know, most of the time when a team has a rough season against a team the year before, they make sure to remember that, and they might have a different type of, just will, just based on the fact that they were drubbed twice, 4-0 and 3-0. They just want to set that right this season. But let's see if Arsenal can be up for the challenge, because I do think that's going to be a bigger challenge than last year for sure. This was Arsenal's lineup last week, or a couple weeks ago before the window. The usual Magalhaes and Saliba. Then we had Partey making an appearance at right back again. Didn't really have Ben White or Urian Timber to use, so he opted to put Partey back there and Calafiore at left back. Then in midfield, you had Georgie, Declan Rice, Sterling and Saka one side, and then you had Jesus and Havertz up front. Basically, Havertz and Jesus took turns, dropping into the half spaces. So it really was like a supporting striker and striker type of thing between the two of them. But yeah, this is what we used last week to get the job done. I think when you look at the bench, Martinelli did have to sit out against this in the second game for Brazil. I think he was named on the bench, but they did say there was some swelling and everything. But the coach said that as long as he got through training, he would be fit. Trossard did play for Belgium as well. They had a goal in the break as well. So shout out to him for his goal. Marino started for Spain on a break. A lot of rumors I'm hearing that Marino could potentially start in this game. So let's see how that would look with him starting. Remember that Tomiyasu also came off the bench, which is a good sign. So he's another one that maybe if you don't want to put Partey back at right back and you want to put him back in midfield, you do have Tomiyasu there that could potentially play right back. So we have the options, we have the legs coming back, which is great to see. I think this Arsenal team, when fully fit, you're going to see the strength of it. And I think, I just can't wait to see it when everybody's available. I love that Marino is back. just helps that midfield to look a bit stronger. We're still starting Jorginho in games. Nothing against Jorginho, but I do not know if right now he is the way to go to start any games unless there are some cup matches or, things of that nature. Again, no disrespect to you, Georgie, but the legs just don't work like they used to before. You know what I mean? Ed Sheeran settings. All right, so Arsenal Bournemouth. I could talk about Arsenal for 5 hours straight, people, but I won't do it. Arsenal have a thing with clean sheets away from home. So we're gonna go with the clean sheet for Arsenal, and I'm gonna say we win this match 3-0. Don't quite get to the heights of the 4 like last season, but we'll settle for the 3-0 to the Arsenal. Go forward back from the break, all guns blazing, Man said 2-1, Arsenal get a late rubbish goal. So the man said it's diarrhea settings again. All right, we got the 1-0 for Game Birds. Arsenal 2-0. I would like Bournemouth to get a point, but yeah. Sometimes when you're doing the predictions, actually, you just have to say, boy, more win predictions this week, or more just feel good about cheering for this other team. Yeah, Tara is fast as hell. Tommy Perma injured. Yeah, he's not quite like Reese, but yeah, he's injured a lot, to be honest. Yeah, that's what they're saying. First Prem start. Yeah, man, 3-0, me say, man, 3-0. We're not joke around this week, man. After them couple games there. Your Pep, your Pep, your Arteta say. Man say, yo, the goals were unacceptable, bro. Unacceptable. Need to clean it up. So I'm gonna get Game Birds, I'm gonna get Moss, but Moss may have in a discard, so I'm not worried about that. Man City, 17 points, Wolves 1. Jeez and peace. Goal difference of how much that now? 10, no, 20, 21, 22. Jeez. Yeah, so Man City Wolves, people, but Wolves away. See them win 2-1 last season. Why them can't repeat that, star? What did happen last year? Why did this even happen? See me remember this game. One goal from Diaz, Alvarez, then Chan. Yo, them need for find Chan form back again, man. Them time Chan and Cunha are shot, And of course, Neto was there. Big difference. But them have the rest of the player, them. Don't have Killman again. And Sarr on the bench now. And we start for City. Edison Walker, Diaz Ake. So Ake out, Akanji might out. Them time Rodri never did a play neither. Alvarez gone. Haaland. Them time the man know about Vardy's greatness yet, man. Jano Oscar Baba Bala too, Jeez, man. Yo, Man City, that weekend, yeah, your hoodoo side this, man. Wolves are your hoodoo side. I tell you. Wolves always causing the problems, brother. Always. But City gonna win, bro. (3-2) City. City gonna ship some goal, but they're gonna score enough goal, man. Always. Yeah, Cunha is 100 to my knowledge. I don't have any problem with Cunha. Yeah, actually, I feel the same way. Like, I want to say, yo, them will drop the points, but I don't think they're going to drop them, bro. They're going to find a way for win, like always. Yeah, sad. Big baller. So Nick believe it's happening 2-2. Yeah, I was gonna go with the next draw, but feel like Haaland not scoring a few week. That Joker gonna score this week, man. Yeah, I could see a brace as well. So it's a 3-1. 3-1 must, alright. So game birds, are you one? You one me not say game birds. Unless we miss it. Let me see. No, I'm gonna see game birds one. Well, game birds, to be fair, I'm gonna see it in a few still. So maybe game birds gonna embed. City, man. Goddamn City. Alright, so fixtures. So big match. Liverpool-Chelsea. Match of the weekend for sure. Two closest rivals in the table as well. Liverpool and Chelsea. This one will be Sunday, last game of the day. Liverpool, the stingiest defense in the league so far. Chelsea, some of the freest scorers in the league so far. So should be a nice matchup. I think, probably Arne Slot's first really big game at home as Liverpool manager, at least in the Premier League. Did they host a Champions League game yet? No, I think that was away, wasn't it? Can't remember. But yeah, big match. Big match for Arne. First time, as I say, against one of the big opponents in England, Chelsea. Big rivalry game. So, and it makes it even more intriguing because of the current form of Chelsea. Last year in this fixture in January, Liverpool was able to put them to the sword 4-1. I would be kind of shocked if it was such a similar scoreline to that last season that we saw at Anfield. I do give Liverpool a slight edge though because it is at Anfield. But I mean, to be totally honest with Chelsea, man, if they click, I don't think many teams are gonna stop them, and it's gonna be on Chelsea just missing chances more often than teams just being able to shut them out. So, I do think that Liverpool, the loss of Alisson does hurt. I think it helps that Keller has had long stretches in the past playing and doing well playing, but I think at the end of the day he's not Alisson. So, does it rear its head tomorrow with them dropping points because Alisson's not around? Maybe not. But I think, over the course of time, if Alisson's out for any stretch, I don't think that's the best for Liverpool. But let's see. I think Liverpool have gotten off to a great start. They only have the one loss in the games that they have played, and that loss was at Anfield to Nottingham Forest. I think this will be a different type of game. I think Chelsea will take the game to Liverpool. They will try to play their football. Liverpool the same, but Arne Slot's measured approach a little bit different than what we're used to seeing from Klopp. I think that actually helps the way that Chelsea play now. They're so good on the counter attack, so good in transition. Maybe Klopp's system would be a bit crazy to go up against Chelsea with. But yeah, I think this game is gonna be a really good game, to be honest. I think both teams playing well, two of the better playing teams in the league. Some people might have the argument that Liverpool isn't playing that well. I don't buy that. I mean, yeah, it's not the free flowing and free scoring, but I think they are playing well. I think they're controlling games really well. And I think Chelsea, while they maybe aren't controlling games, they are controlling how teams happen to play because of what they bring to the game. So, intriguing matchup here for me. Real good individual battles all over the pitch. When you look at like Caicedo and Gravenberch in midfield, I think both of those players have been really good so far this season. McAllister in there as well, having a good season. Then you look at like the likes of Nico Jackson going up against Liverpool centre backs. Konate and Van Dijk. Can Jackson do them for pace? He's very difficult to stop when it comes down to the speed. Really intelligent movement as well. Something I think he doesn't get enough credit for. Finding the right spaces when they do transition. So, I'm intrigued by this one, people. I think it's going to be a really good game. Liverpool and Chelsea at Anfield. I think, though, because the game is where it is, I want to say that Liverpool is going to win the game. I really do. I mean, I think a draw is the best result for me. I'm going to go with a slight cancellation of each other. So a 1-1, a lower scoring draw. 1-1. I am going to go for the draw, people. 1-1. Not because I want it. I just really and truly believe the match going to draw. I swear. Okay, so Matt said 2-2. I said 2-1. Good question, I think him score some goal and thing, but Atletico kind of up and down so far. It's a Coley P time now. 3-1. So actually, it's sacrificing. Well, maybe not, Him really want Chelsea win. So him go prediction Liverpool 3-1. So it kind of say a reverse psychology I use, but in my reverse, this will say a lot about Slats Liverpool, I think. How him kind of navigate this stretch right here. It really is like a change in the type of games that I have. So give me a prediction, a tough stretch for Liverpool, man. Jackson Madueke, Salah, Jota. I would love if Salah scored. I have him in two leagues. All right. Nottingham Forest, Crystal Palace. We're not wasting time. Injuries all over the place for Forest. No manager. Crystal Palace due for something. Yo, we are keep with the theme, Draw. And next. No. 2-1. Palace I'll get the win. Change my mind. 2-1 Palace. Oh, 3-2 earlier. You did. 3-2 pool. You did say that. It's a low scoring draw. 1-1. After international window, cagey affair. We say you can't lose. You win some way or another. Actually, it's a 1-0 Palace. And what you say for Palace, Nick? Got the show I done here, Got it in, people. Got it in. Late night special. Yeah, man. Thanks to all the people tuning in, I full enjoyed it. Nick said, make a prediction until I put up the quick view, So Forest in 10th, Palace in 18th. 10 points, 3, -5 for Palace, +1. Draw 1-1, good result for Forest last week. Liverpool, of course, eke out the 1-0 Palace last week as well. Palace recent form, you know, some 1-0, 2-1 draw with Man U, draw with Leicester. Forest draw, lost to Fulham, draw with Brighton, lost to Liverpool. So Forest started out well, first three, and kind of tapered off just a little bit with 2 losses around 2 draws as well. Crystal Palace really been stuck in the mud so far for this season, still winless, 3 draws, 4 losses. So definitely, you know, they split draws last season, 0-0 and 1-0. I went for the 2-1 Palace. I just think that the Forest, actually, that is not true. I do not even believe that. You know what? None of the games I went with is a 0-0. 0-0 may I go with. 0-0 may I say. 0-0 Forest and Palace are the first 0-0 that may predict for the season, I think. Let's see if Nick put him on yet. Okay, 1-0. All right. So everybody think the game of a draw too. Well, people, as me say. Big up on yourself, you know. Big up on yourself. A lot of draws this week, you know. A lot of draws. MSW changed to 1-0. Everybody change. Monday football. Beat Liverpool. About time go sleep now. Yeah, man. About time for sleep for true, man. It's late, man. It's well late. I go show you the fantasy, you know, but I don't want to ask you one little question about something, you know. If I want league, I'm going to ask you something. So, Pickpocket FC, their league. Yeah. So, this are my team, people. Help me out. So, I did have Allison in my team. I dash him away. I'm going to draw for what name there. I'm draw for the brother from, let me see. Yeah, I'm draw for Hermanson for Allison Becker. Zine, because Becker out. And it's an unknown return. I don't even know. So I'm sorry, right? You know what? No sense me keep him, because as me say, I was gonna keep him, you know. But true, I think the other keeper I'm gonna have is who? Henderson. So John Star, me the next keeper where, you know, if I like the matchup more, I'm play him. So I could have played Henderson this week, you know, because I'm away to Forest. But you know, Forest now have Gibbs White and you know, but I still have Chris Wood and them at home, and you know. Some say alright. I prefer the Leicester keeper against Southampton away. So tell me if me I idiot. Should I start Henderson over the Leicester keeper? And me know Nick, enough answer. Me know you're gonna say start Henderson. I'm sure right. Oh, Mountain Time, 11:26. That midfielder shot. Havertz, Haaland, ESR, Saka. I had Kudus, I got rid of him. I don't have Havertz, I have Haaland, I have ESR, I have Saka. I don't have Soboslai or Mbumo. No, not in my FPL. Alright, my defense, alright. I'm gonna start Leaf Davis, car. You don't know, attacking threat. Everton maybe just might not score a goal, you never know. Luka Dean, not on the fence starting him, but my other alternative is to start Konate against Chelsea or to start Munoz, who might not play because I don't think he was fully 100 in the Colombia games, and he was there anyway, so maybe, I'm not sure. So I'm not running to start Munoz or Konate. I just feel like I don't think Liverpool will keep a clean sheet. I just don't. I know they haven't been conceding at all, but I just feel like Chelsea can find a way to get at least one. But I don't know. Do you guys trust Konate more than Dini against Fulham? I'm not sure. Salah going to start, of course. I vowed that if I have Trossard, I'm going to start him every game until Odegaard forward back. I think he's going to start every game. Eze, I've kept the faith with him. He hasn't been doing anything, but he always getting shooting chances and stuff. Picked up Harvey Barnes a few weeks back. He's been a good pickup for me. Had Welbeck, have Cunha, and I have Havertz, of course. So I think Havertz will play. I'm not worried about that. I'm gonna bench Semenyo this week because you don't know how Arsenal might play, so you know I don't know. But yeah, the Henderson and Hermanson one, that one was bugging me. I wasn't sure which one of them to start. Honestly, I'm okay with all the other starters for the most part. Maybe on the fence about Konate not starting, because even though it's Chelsea, you know, Konate has become a threat from set piece lately as well. So, you know, I don't know. Might be a last second decision, people. But anyway, I'm not holding up anymore, you know. Big up on yourself, you know, people. I'm running. Yeah, eat that to the Yeah, man. Next year we'll sort it out, mas. Yeah, man. Anyhow, people, big up on yourself, you know. One Jason Gooner TV. I am the man himself, Jason Gooner. Thanks so much, as usual, for tuning in to the show. I know it was a late night one, so big up all the people that tune in live. Of course, you know, if you weren't here live, please do drop your game week predictions in the comments. I will add them to the tally sheet here. And of course, you know, you don't want to be the donkey of the week, but you want to be the champion of the week. That, of course, is the goal. All right, people. So big up on yourself. Thanks again for the support. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. And you don't know, we'll be back this weekend with some more content for you. And at the end of the weekend, probably Monday night, because we have a Monday game this week, we'll do the weekly roundup show. All right, people, big up on yourself. Thanks so much again for tuning in. One love, blessings. I'm out.